What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I was on Facebook earlier today, and there's a boxing group on there. Now I don't know how legit the source is, so I'm gonna say this is all alleged, right? But there's a boxing group, and I'll post the screenshot. I'm gonna post a screenshot of this so you can see it yourself. There's a boxing group. It's called Boxing, the Sweet Science. And it's just a group where they talk about this boxing stuff, and they give you updates on, like upcoming fights, and people just they get in there and they talk boxing. Well, supposedly, according to this group, right? And I'm gonna post it in the group. I'm gonna read this to you though. And they're talking about, in a nutshell, they're talking about what Terence is doing in camp, how he's preparing, and how it's going to help him be victorious when he fights Canelo. But a lot of their talking points or key points that's supposed to be advantageous for Terence Crawford, to me, it's a benefit for Canelo. And I'll let you know what I mean as I read this. So let me read it to you. It says, Terence Bud Crawford isn't coming to 168 just to collect a check. Well, where I'm from, anytime somebody tells you something like that, and that, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. There's a certain word for this. That it's like a narcissist, right? I use the word narcissist because that's kind of like a popular term now. When they say something like that kind of sentence, when they paraphrase a sentence like that, they usually mean the opposite, right? So I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's the opposite of what they're saying, right? So if they're saying Terence Bud Crawford isn't coming to 168 just to collect a check, really what they mean is he's coming to 168 just to collect a check, if you follow what I'm saying. He's coming for Canelo's legacy. No, he's coming for the check. It says, after nearly a year of training at 190 pounds, sparring with cruiserweights and heavyweights, and keeping his speed and skill sharp, Crawford is fully prepared for the weight jump. Now, this is why I think Canelo's going to beat Terence Crawford. I've been saying it. Canelo Alvarez has fought guys as heavy as light heavyweight, right? He knocked out Kovalik. So he has been training. Not only has he been training, sparring, fighting against bigger guys, he's been doing it for a lot longer than a year, right? Terence Crawford, for the past year, nearly a year, Terence Crawford has been training at 190, sparring with cruiserweights. Okay, so last 12 months. But Canelo has been doing this for some years now. And that's why I give the advantage to Canelo being a bigger guy. And that's why it doesn't make sense for Canelo to be sparring with quote-unquote Jaron Ennis, 147-pound fighter, when you're used to fighting bigger guys like light heavyweights. Why would you want to spar a 147-pounder when you're used to fighting all these big guys? Keep fighting the big guys, keep sparring with the big guys, and then if a little guy come up, I mean, what can a little guy do to you that a big guy that you don't have an issue with when you're fighting these big dudes, right? If you used to fighting light heavyweights and heavyweights and taking they shots and they punches, why would you go spar with a 147-pound fighter to get prepared for Terence Crawford? That don't make sense. When Terence Crawford is going to be sparring with light heavyweights to get prepared for you. You get what I'm saying? That's why the whole Jaron Ennis didn't even make sense for Canelo. Canelo's used to fighting bigger guys. He should keep fighting bigger guys, keep sparring with bigger guys, and he's been doing it longer than Terence. So if fighting for a year gives Terence an advantage, Canelo's been doing it for multiple years. Come on now. Okay, what else? Let me keep going. It says, meanwhile, Canelo has been facing some pretty slow opponents lately. None as slick, sneaky, or vicious as Crawford. Okay, when we talking about Terence Crawford being slick and sneaky and fast or quick. We're talking about Terence at 147, right? And below. Because that's where he campaigned the most, at the lower weights. We've never seen him fight at 168. So how do you know he's going to transfer that speed and that agility and that craftiness up to 168? When you putting on, because he's a 147-pound fighter. He's putting on 30-something pounds. I don't care if he fought at 154. His whole career has been at the lower weights. He's a 147-pound fighter right now. He's moving up. He's jumping 3 weight classes. He tried to do a pit stop so it don't look as bad. It still looks bad, dude. You jumping 3 weights. So, despite what the Canelo fans say, this isn't a blowout. Remember what I said. Whatever they say is usually the opposite. So what they really mean is it's a blowout. It's going to be a blowout, right? Then they say it's a calculated ambush. So despite what Canelo fans say, this isn't a blowout. It's a calculated ambush, right? He's ambushing Canelo Alvarez. Really? Is he really going to ambush him? I mean, this is crazy. And then here we go. Listen to this. And all the excuses are already flying around to prove it. Who's making excuses for Canelo? I've been saying Canelo's going to knock Terence Crawford out. Viciously knock him out. I ain't making no excuses. No excuses. No excuses. This is an easy fight. I mean, this is an easy fight. It's really easy. It says excuses flying around can prove it. Deep down, they know Bud's the real deal. No. Remember what I said? It's always the opposite. So what they mean is Bud ain't the real deal. You know what I'm saying? This isn't hype. It's a showdown in the making. No, it is hype. They are hyping this fight up. Here, once again, I'm hearing the same slogan, the campaign slogan that they were using for Jermell Charlo. When Charlo was jumping 2 weight classes, and I said, Jermell is too small to be moving up to 168. I said, now Jermall Charlo, I give him the advantage. He's the bigger twin of the two, 6 foot. He's just a bigger guy. If he would have moved up 8 pounds because he's been fighting at 160, he had a better advantage fighting Canelo than Jermell. But everybody had the campaign slogan of daring to be great, right? Jermell's daring to be great. Jermell's my guy. But I knew what was going to happen. I mean, come on. I just knew it. Jermell's daring to be great. He's daring to be great. We should stand behind our quote-unquote black champs. Support them. They want to bring race in it, right? Support them because he's daring to be great. He's trying to make history. No, he's trying to get paid. It's no difference in Terence Crawford. Now, they're saying the same thing. You need to get behind your black fighters. He's daring to be great. He's daring to do that. You want to dare to be great? Stay at 147 where you got the undisputed after you beat Earl Spence and defend the titles. Give Jerron Ennis, dare to be great. Fight the young bull. Defend your titles for once in a while. Stop always beating the one champ that got all the belts and then relinquishing all the belts and then moving up in weight. Just like let's say he moved up to 168 and he beat Canelo and he got all the belts. Is he gonna fight David Benavidez? No, he's gonna retire. He's gonna get that check and he's done. So he's not daring to be great. He's just going up for the payday. Everybody can see right through it. This is all it is, a money grab. Bernard Hopkins said it. Bernard ain't lying. Bernard knows about money grabs because he done a couple money grabs. So it is what it is, man. But they got, Terence on here. I mean, it looks like maybe he put on some weight, but I mean, how much good weight could it be? How much good weight if you was a bodybuilder and you was trying to put on muscle mass naturally, how much clean muscle mass can you put on in a year's time? 10 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. I don't know. I'm guessing. You let me know. To go from 154, 147 to weighing 190 in a couple months, I mean, is that good weight? Is it water weight? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that weight stuff goes. All I know is it's not going to be good for Terence. It's not going to be good for Terence. I don't care. He can fight cruiserweights, light heavyweights. He's not beating Canelo Alvarez. He's not beating David Benavidez. He's not beating Jermall Charlo. He's not beating Jermell Charlo. Terence Crawford didn't look good at 154, fight Madripoff. He needs to go back down to 147, period. But there's no money down there. There's not a big payday down there. There's not a big payday at 154. So he has to go up to where the payday is. It's obvious. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm out.